Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Speaking Nerd podcast. Before you dive into this episode, we highly recommend that you check out our previous episode talking about the best things to come out in 2024. Now, let's get into the worst of 2024. I may sound AI generated right now, and that is because I am. I'm not real. None of this is real. But what is real is the fact that some bad shit came out in 2024.
That's right. Some of the most vile shit
True.
was unloaded to the masses, and
What
yeah, we didn't see all of
ass.
it.
You gotta do the AVG and you gotta go the ass.
Yeah, I'll put that in there. Don't worry. So yeah, you know the drill. You know how this works. So we're just gonna dive right into it. Let's start with the worst movie you guys saw last year. Who wants to go first?
I'm trying to think of movies I saw last year, so I feel like AJ could probably answer this faster.
AJ?
And we're relegating it to like movies that came out in 2024, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to talk about a bad movie outside of 2024 that you watched last year, I guess you can mention it, but
So,
yeah.
I mean, one movie just like to get out of the way, I guess, is I watched the new Despicable Me movie. It's Despicable Me. What do you expect?
You watched the fourth movie.
Yeah, not good, not good. But like, can you really expect more of it than that?
I mean, yes and no.
Yeah, it's like, I did not want to watch that, but it is what it is.
It's like you were forced, like that scene in Clockwork Orange where he has his eye. It's
Well, I went with my brothers to a local theater to see Inside Out 2.
yeah.
It was sold out, so we watched Despicable Me. That's really what the situation was.
No, that's like the worst circumstance to watch a movie. It's like the one you want to go see is sold out or whatever, and you're like, oh, I guess I'll go watch this one. So, damn.
I guess one
Yeah,
other
for
movie
me,
I'll
that
mention is
Thor Ragnarok. Just throwing that out there. That was that movie.
what?
The movie that you couldn't see the movie you wanted to watch, so you had to go watch something else. We were there to
Yeah.
watch Justice League. They weren't showing Justice League anymore, so we saw Thor Ragnarok. Blessing in
Thor
disguise, not
Ragnarok.
gonna lie to you. But
Thor Ragnarok is like way better though.
yeah, I was about to say, like, I actually got blessed, but at the time as a kid, I was kind of pissed off. I was like, man, I want to see Justice League. What the fuck is this? And then just realized that I actually saw peak cinema instead of ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say you dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, that's like that's an anti-problem.
But yeah, Despicable Me.
Oh, also
Yeah.
Civil War. I didn't like that.
Oh. Okay.
Like, I thought you meant Captain America: Civil War for a second. I was like, what the hell?
That was
No.
my first thought. I
Sorry.
was like,
No.
There's just a movie called Civil War.
Yeah,
It was
I know
like
there's just a movie called Civil War, but I'm talking about at first, whenever someone says the movie Civil War,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah, I know that was my thought too. But
Oh, also one last one. My parents decided they wanted to watch the Bonhoeffer movie, and I had to go with them, and that was probably the worst movie I saw last year.
yeah. Do you have anything, Alter, or do you want me to go?
Well, I have two movies.
Okay.
Two movies that came out in 2024 that I think they're both arguably the worst film of 2024 for different reasons. So one of them is going to be the Borderlands movie.
Oh God. Oh God.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. I've heard terrible
Dude,
things about it.
the Borderlands movie, I could not sit through the entire thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't even finish it. It was one of the most boring films I think I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And then so the other film is like, so imagine the boringness of the Borderlands film and just how uninterested I was in that movie. Times that by
Right.
11 and then have Zack Snyder direct it. Because the other Rebel Moon.
Oh, oh God.
That happened.
It's just I don't.
I forgot.
Rebel Moon. Like here's the thing. Borderlands has some parts that are semi enjoyable, just kind of enjoyable. You know, in the boring, really badly art directed mess that is that film, there are some enjoyable
Yeah.
scenes.
Yeah.
When you look at Zack Snyder, the movie looks pretty good because he's a good cinematographer, but it's one of the worst written sci-fi films I've ever seen in my life, and I hate every single one of the characters in that film.
Hmm.
And those are both films that I could not recommend to anybody.
No.
Oh, did they both release this year?
Yeah,
I distinctly remember Borderlands being this year, but
Rebel Moon was
uh
like the beginning.
Oh, really?
well, wait, hold on. Didn't the first one come out in like December or something? And then the other two were like later on
Oh
in
yeah, yeah, yeah,
2024.
yeah. You're right. You're right. The first one was
Yeah,
December. The
that's what
part
I
two was
thought.
April. The part two was
Yeah.
April.
Yeah, I was
But it's all
And
confused for
one
a
then
second.
saga. You can count them all as one
right,
saga,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah. When did part 3 come out? I was that it was probably the summer or something. I don't know. Rebel Moon is garbage.
As of
I
August
haven't seen
2024,
I haven't seen
Netflix has
any of
not
it.
officially confirmed a no, read this. As of August 2024, Netflix has not officially confirmed a third Rebel Moon movie. Even Netflix doesn't want him to finish his fucking vision.
That's hilarious.
I'm sure Zach is a
That's
great guy. My God, he just cannot write a movie to save his life.
no. Yeah.
Yeah. So those
Fuck
are
Zack
my two
Snyder.
answers because you could go either way with both of those. So
Right. Yeah.
Borderlands or Rebel Moon.
Yeah. So I also have two answers, but they're for different reasons. If we're talking objectively the worst, then it's probably Madam Web because I
I'll,
had the
I
displeasure of
forgot that shit came out. I cannot lie to you.
I
Cannot even lie to you. Forgot that
because
shit came out.
I had the displeasure of seeing that on Valentine's Day, and yeah, I know.
Did you go with
And
someone? Did you go with like a girl, Madam Web?
no, no,
So that's how you celebrated Valentine's Day.
I guess what I was thinking. Maybe I was just on drugs or something.
I've never been more sad for somebody.
Yeah,
Like I wasn't able to be with my girlfriend for Valentine's Day, which is pretty bad.
right.
But seeing Madam Web on Valentine's Day, I spent
That's
Valentine's Day
rough.
on Fortnite with the boys.
I don't remember if I watched the movie.
Like I said, I don't remember what was going through my head at that time. Maybe I was just on like hardcore drugs or something, and maybe it was all a fever dream. But yeah,
I saw Lisa Frankenstein on Valentine's Day. That's what I did.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was
We
a
saw like a
I
semi
watched a
decent
good movie.
movie. I heard Lisa Frankenstein was a good movie.
It's really good. I watched it
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 times in theaters.
But yeah, if we're talking like
There's a
objectively like
movie coming
terrible,
out this Valentine's Day I want to see.
What is it?
what is it?
was a horror film. I gotta remember the name of it.
Oh.
It comes
But
out.
yeah, if we're
God,
talking
it
objective
comes out.
quality, Madam Web is awful. It is a terrible movie, and no amount of Sydney Sweeney can save anything about that movie.
What's Hard
But
Eyes? That's the movie.
Hard
Hard
Eyes.
Eyes.
What?
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Okay.
You say hard eyes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the emoji, like heart
What
eyes.
does that mean? Or like emojis killing you?
that'd be
The guy,
that'd be a way
the
better.
killer wears fucking
That's how
heart
the
eyes.
Emoji
That
Movie
was-
should have happened. It should have been.
There's
You
already an
guys
episode
ever-
of Doctor Who where emojis are killing you.
Have you guys seen? Have you guys heard about the God, I think it was the Lego movie. Maybe it wasn't the Emoji Movie. The guy that got arrested for public indecency in a screening of the Emoji Movie.
I heard
And they
about that.
couldn't find him.
Crazy.
Guy went on the run. They couldn't find him, and then he struck
Jesus.
again. I can't remember how it was, but he struck again because there was another film that released the same time the next year, and it was either. I know for sure one of the movies was the Lego Movie, and the other one was the Emoji Movie.
Yeah.
So he got caught at one of them, and then he got caught at the other one a year later, striking yet again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
God, what a story! That's another video I should do, dude. That fucking video essay about that guy's life.
Yeah. Yeah.
What led to this? I can interview him. Dude.
The other answer I had was just Joker 2. Yeah. That movie
Now, here's the thing.
is
Joker
ahead.
2 is a disgrace to any fan of the Joker as a character.
I think that's
But
on purpose.
will argue that there are some genuinely good moments in that movie. There are some genuinely well-made moments in that movie.
Yeah, for me, it's like up until, Lady Gaga
The
sets fire
scene.
to that piano and they have that huge, dance in the rain and stuff. I think after that, the movie falls hard. And if I had a choice, because me and my dad went and saw it. If I had the choice, I would have already left. I would have already left that theater and never gone back because that movie just legitimately, like, I was pissed by the time I left that theater, and I was so
I was
distraught.
I was more so pissed off at like the very ending.
Yeah,
I didn't. Arthur's such a confusing character, dude. He makes no sense as a character.
I'm Joker. Wait, no, I'm not.
Yeah, that, but also just like he makes decisions on a whim, and none of them make sense. Like, at least if you're writing, even if the character's not the Joker, if he's similar to the Joker is a calculated person. He's not gonna just on a whim do just the most random shit that goes against his fucking ideology because Todd
Yeah.
Phillips wants him to.
Yeah, but yeah, I hated that movie with every fiber of my being.
Here's
So
the thing.
those were the two that
The
stick
movie
out.
was getting really good. I think the movie was actually starting to get really good because, he finally accepted that he's the Joker character.
Mhm.
And he was doing all this crazy shit in court. I was really entertained by that. I thought this shit was going to be crazy. I was looking forward to it. And then the scene happened. And then it took all his Joker-ness out of his body, and he retired the Joker character. So I feel like once that scene happened, that's when it really went downhill for me. Because up until then, I thought the movie was pretty decent. And then that happens. AJ, do you care if you get spoiled?
I really don't care.
I was gonna say he doesn't give a shit. So
So the Joker gets raped in prison. He gets Zack Snyder. He does what Zack Snyder said he'd do Batman.
yeah, literally.
I was thinking of that Batman clip whenever that shit happened. The fucking the forest fire one.
Yes.
But that happened, and then when that happened, I don't know if it was just like the trauma from it or something, but he stops being Joker after he gets raped. He just like all the Jokerness leaves his body, and then
It's like
everyone
Hollywood.
starts
It's like Halloween ends.
yeah, dude, everyone starts like turning on them then because like then he drops the Joker act, and then all his followers stop following him, and Harley Quinn tells him to fuck off. She doesn't want him anymore, and he gets really depressed, and then like gets arrested again, and ends up back in Arkham, and then they kill him, and then reveal that he was never really the Joker. Like he gets stabbed in prison and dies. And then
So
I think it's revealed the guy that
stupid.
killed him was the Joker. I think that's what they were implying or something like that. I don't fucking know, dude. It was
Yeah, that
they
that whole movie
should
is
never
just
have made
one
a sequel.
roller coaster of.
They should
I
have never
yeah.
made a sequel
I mean,
because the
we were
first Joker I
saying
think
that like
is a
even
phenomenal movie.
I mean I still really like the first movie, and
I think this movie has
yeah, this
genuinely
just
tainted my reputation because I used to love the first Joker movie, and I can't watch it now because the second movie is such a travesty.
yeah,
Just kind of
it's just
let's not let's separate it from the Joker character from the comics for a second. Because it's not the Joker character. Let's look at it purely just as the characters in the movie.
mhm,
The Joker or the Arthur Fleck character in the second Joker movie is not the Arthur Fleck character from the first Joker movie.
no.
Everything about the character in the first one is completely thrown away for the new one that's in the second one. And then when he finally relearns to be himself again, he starts finally acting like how Arthur Fleck's supposed to act. They rape him in prison, dude, and then he loses everything that you've ever liked about him. Every bit of character he had is gone. Everyone just leaves him, and then he dies. And then it's revealed that this guy you were following the whole time you thought was the Joker. Hey, he's not actually Joker, dog.
Yeah,
And just every decision he made in the first Joker movie, every act that followed, it's
for
all
nothing.
yeah. The
Yeah,
big dramatic, climax that first film had, the message that it had, just everything about it that was so good is all for nothing. And so, in my opinion, it tarnishes how you watch that first one. Because because like before Joker 2, you'd watch it and be like, oh man, this is a big crime epic with like this message about mental health, and you know, what ends on this huge note of like, man, we just witnessed the creation of the Joker,
yeah,
and then you watch the second one and it's all thrown out the window and it fucking sucks.
yeah. But for me though, I learned like I even after I watched Joker 2, like I went back again and watched the first movie, and just it felt like that second movie never even existed. So, but that's just me though. I, so now if I'm ever in
I
the
tried
mood to
watching the
watch
first Joker
Joker,
again, and
I'm just
I couldn't. I just couldn't sit through it. After what happened in the second one,
yeah.
I couldn't sit through the first one anymore.
So
And I think that's what makes me dislike Joker 2 even more is the fact that sure it's a bad movie, like a really bad movie, but it ruined what was, in my opinion, a really good movie.
yeah.
Fuck Todd Phillips, he's a bitch. I hate Todd Phillips. All my homies hate Todd.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking travesty of a movie. But all right. Um, so let's talk about TV, the worst thing of TV you saw last year. It doesn't even have to be new. Like for these next three, like they can be either like whatever, because I don't really have a worst game that was from last year or anything. So um, but I'll just say for TV, all I'm gonna say was the gap between Invincible season two. And it killed that whole momentum of that season. And it wasn't even worth breaking apart. So fucking trash. What about you guys?
I'm looking at 2024 TV series.
I will say I watched a show at the end of the year.
Hmm.
Um, and then when it came to January, I learned that it got canceled, so that made me sad because I liked it.
What was the show?
It's called The Franchise. It's a it's a
Sounds
little.
familiar.
It was a show about these people working on like a fictional film set
Right.
of like a superhero movie, and it's really funny. I really enjoyed it, but it's canceled.
Oh, okay. I've heard of this one. Yeah, I've seen some stuff. Huh. Neat.
So I haven't seen much. I haven't much. God, I can't talk. I haven't seen much new television for 2024.
Right.
However, there was a Suicide Squad isekai anime that released,
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
and it's like it's bad, but I like it. Like it's awful, but I
It's
don't hate
a
watching
guilty
it.
pleasure. It's a guilty pleasure of
Yeah, it's like
yours.
a guilty pleasure. It's kind of like the first Suicide Squad movie. Actually, now that I think about it, that movie's awful, but I like watching it.
Yeah.
I
Jesus.
will I will say one more thing. Um, this is actually a thing of just like I didn't care for it. Um, I started watching Creature Commandos, but I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, block them. I haven't even
Um,
seen a clip from that show, so I can't even tell you shit, man.
I watched like the first 2 episodes, but I did not care for it.
I mean, I guess for other ones, I mean, it's more so just by looking at him that they look bad. Like stuff like Agatha and What If season 3 and shit like that. It's just
I did not
all
watch.
all I saw
I
of Agatha was just Catherine Hahn's ass. Like that was it. That was the only thing
Yeah,
that
all I
was a
saw on
takeaway.
Agatha was lesbian sex, which, depending on who you talk to, could be a fucking show seller. But I,
Yeah.
I could care less about Marvel's TV department outside of like Daredevil.
Yeah.
And then, well, I mean, the Spider-Man series is coming out in like a couple weeks, isn't it?
It's coming out real soon.
wow. I the one thing I like about that show is the theme song. I mean, it looks pretty good. I just the theme song is probably the best part about it to me.
I like the kind of 60s like comic book color, like
I
the
do. I do.
like that looks nice.
Yeah,
I just need to see more of it before I can like say
I like how
how I'm feeling.
we all kind of forgot that X-Men '97 came out this year.
We did. Wow.
Which I
I
still
think
haven't
we
seen.
mentioned that in our I was gonna say we mentioned X-Men 97 in our roundup video of like our New Year's video. And
Yeah, we
yeah,
did.
yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it either, but
I
yeah,
I saw it. I saw it and I liked it. It was good.
I mean, I've seen bits and pieces, and that
It
looks
looked
really
really
good.
good. It looks
Yeah,
really good. I just haven't got around to watching it.
yeah.
Which, to be fair, listen, I haven't got around to watching a lot, dude. I'm not caught up on The Boys. I'm not caught up on Invincible. I'm
See,
not caught up on
I
My
didn't watch
Adventures.
I didn't watch The Boys before 2024, and I am caught up. So suck it.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on catching up on all the shows that I haven't caught up on. I haven't seen Creature Commandos yet, but I
I
have
haven't
seen
seen
Suicide
Predators
Squad
yet.
Isekai. So
Yeah,
where are my priorities?
In
that's
the
what we'd
gutter.
like to know.
When it, I mean, when it comes to TV shows, though, like ones that came out this year, I will say that Suicide Squad Isekai, the anime, is probably the worst thing that I saw, just because it's like it's so bad it's good type of anime.
I mean, for me too, it's
Um,
just like I'm not really an avid TV watcher. Like it depends on
yeah,
the
I
show,
that's
right?
how it is
It's
for
like
me as well. I'm trying to think of other stuff that I've seen this year that I thought was bad. I mean, I mean, my family started watching Grey's Anatomy
oh fuck.
this year, so I can confidently say the worst show I saw this year was Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
But that's like I said, I'm not a TV watcher at all. So unless it's a specific show that I'm interested in. Here's the thing is like also for TV for me, I have more time to watch a movie, like a 2-hour movie, than I do to watch like an 8-hour season of a series.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like that's another reason why I don't care as much about Marvel's TV stuff. Like if Agatha was a movie, I probably would have actually watched it. You
Mhm.
know, if What If was an animated film, I'd probably watch it.
Well,
If
the problem for me
Moon
with
Knight
What If is
was a movie, I also would have sucked.
What were you gonna say, AJ?
I was gonna say the problem for me with What If is that the animation, the like art style is just like incredibly bland, and the story ideas they go for are just way too tied to the MCU that they just aren't interesting.
Yeah.
Dude, so
They're just like the most
the
boring
thing with the
concepts you can
animation,
think.
I don't know if you guys remember, but on my old Alter Brap channel, I reviewed these Marvel movies that were on Netflix. These Marvel animated films.
I remember those. I remember the video.
Those are really cheap, family friendly Marvel films that were released. They're not Netflix originals, but they were on Netflix for a while, and that's
Yes.
where I saw them. And they bear a striking resemblance to the animation style that's in What If. What If's a little bit more polished. Like there's a little bit more budget put into it, but it's
Yeah.
strikingly similar. And it's bad. It's like the worst kind of CG animation.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
television. So where do we go from here? Games?
Games, and I mean I only played like 3 games from last year that were new, which was Arkham Shadow, Sonic X Shadow Generations, and MVC. So my answer is just gonna be Arkham Origins. So
Because you had to play it so many times last year.
I mean we did the live streams, which was painful, and then we're playing it again now for the penitentiary playthroughs, and um I haven't recorded anything in weeks.
So how
For
uninterested you are to
me,
play that game.
Yeah.
for me, I hate to break it to you guys, but uh, it's Marvel Rivals, especially since it kept crashing.
Well, just don't play it on PC, and also get good.
I also just like I don't really care for that type of game anyways. So I didn't expect to love it.
I mean, I mean, I'm not. I don't
I've been
play
having
those.
fun with it, but I'm more of a casual when it comes to online games. That's what I mean.
I'm just not like an on,
Like I
I'm just not
well, I'm not
a
much of an online
competitive
gamer
shooter.
either, but when I am, I am more kind of laid back, and I feel like Marvel Rivals does have more of a laid back vibe to it. Similar to Fortnite, I play a lot of Fortnite, and Fortnite's probably the most accessible when it comes to online shooters.
Yeah.
Well, like I can't get into Call of Duty, and I can't get into like CS:GO or Valorant or anything like that. But games like Marvel
No.
Rivals or like Fortnite, I can get into.
Yeah.
Also, those Marvel characters, which just kind of helps me keep going Because even when it's Overwatch, it's, oh, I'm playing as this character that kind of looks cool. And in Marvel Rivals, it's, I'm the fucking Punisher.
Yeah.
When it comes to worst games, I'm trying to think, dude. Like I said, dude, I hadn't played many games that came out this year.
That's why
So,
I went with Arkham Origins, because I really don't have any
ooh, I
new
will
ones
say
anyway.
this. There was a new like anime style gacha game that came out that actually had my attention, and it sucked. Uh, Zenless Zone Zero, I believe is what it was called. Yeah, Zenless Zone Zero. It was an anime style gacha game that came out. I see. I'm not much of a gacha game guy. However, the combat looked really cool, and it being free to play and having a decent anime art style. Like, it was like, oh, like what can I lose? And I play it, and it's just the biggest drag of my life. And then I'm reminded why I don't like gacha games. So fuck it, we'll throw Zenless Zone Zero as my 2024 worst
Sure.
games. I'm pretty sure I launched this year.
Sure. Yeah.
But in general, when it comes to games I've played, I'm trying to think of games that I played this year that were bad.
I wish I could have tried out Concord before it shut down like a week after.
Dude, I wish I could have tried that one zombie game that everyone hyped up and like the company went under 2 days after launch.
Was that the day before? Was that the game?
Yeah. Yeah, the day before. I wish I could have tried that.
Yeah.
That should be our definitive answer, actually, even though none of us have played it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Fucking
I swear I've played games this year. I'm trying to think of the worst ones though. I can't, dude. I do need to play
Yeah.
more video games, dude. Holy shit.
Played a lot of good games.
I just need to play games,
Man,
dude. I'm
that's
fine
how
with a 7 out of 10 if it's fun.
that's how good we ate last year when we can't even think of anything that was kind of mostly bad for stuff.
True. This is true.
Or you can tell you just how much that we starved because there wasn't shit to talk about.
I mean, yeah.
Starving is bad is good in my book.
Like just going from like talking about video games specifically, the whole like or no, wait. No, hold on. I have a I have a worst game. I'm changing my answer. Suicide Squad.
I
Yeah,
completely forgot. Oh my god.
that's how bad it was.
Yeah.
That we forgot.
Let's just change the answer right
Jesus
now.
Christ.
Answer Suicide Squad, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy
I haven't
how
even
my
played
answers
it.
are both Arkham games.
I'll agree.
Yeah.
I think a more definitive answer should be like a game like the day before.
Yeah.
Because that game's awful on ways that are outside of the game itself. But yeah, I'd say Suicide Squad.
Yeah. I guess move on to comics. If there was any comics that you read that you were kind of disappointed in, I don't have an answer for this, so I'm gonna let you guys, or mostly AJ, plug away at this.
I'll mostly hate.
um. You
I can give
know.
you mine
Uh.
real quick, just to be quick.
Yeah. Do
Sure.
yours real quick.
What do you have?
So I finally sat down and tried reading All-Star Batman and Robin. And I tried reading God, what the fuck is the Spider-Man book called? So I'm forgetting it now.
Which one?
Give us a ballpark.
The when Gwen gets pregnant by
Since past?
Norman.
I think it's since
Wasn't it
past.
Gwen?
I think, yeah. I thought you were going to talk about Mary Jane dying of radioactive spider semen. I was like, no, that's a
No, I
different
read
book.
that last year.
I
I'd already read that one. I own that one, dude. I own a physical copy of that.
used to have an issue of that when I was a little kid. I don't know why I
Fuck,
had
as a kid,
like
it's insane. As a kid is insane.
I was-
dude.
It's
I was like a 7-year-old, and I just distinctly remember
7-year-old
owning this
watching
cover of
radioactive
like Spider-Man
go inside.
getting like half his body eaten by venom and shit.
that's
Mm,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah,
reminds me
Altered.
of whenever since past. I bought like a mystery pack of like Marvel issues, and it had the issue that
Yeah.
that happened in it.
Crazy.
So it was like I saw that was the issue where I was like, oh, that's
That
awful.
book's getting a sequel. That book's getting a sequel. The one where he kills Mary Jane with spider splooge. It's getting it's getting a sequel for some reason.
I'm gonna pre-order that, dude. I'm gonna pre-order that. I'm looking forward to it. I need to get. I do want to get caught up on Absolute Batman, just because I don't like. Again, like I said in the previous episode, I was really not a fan of the concept or the design or anything like that. Like, really not a big fan at all. But it is
The
Scott
design
Snyder,
is awful.
and I have
The
heard good
design is
things about it.
awful. Yeah. To me, the design is
The,
awful, and nothing will
the
ever
design is
make me
awful, and
like.
I don't like the premise of like homeless Batman. They went for a similar thing with that canceled Year One movie,
Yeah.
and that script was awful. I read parts of it.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Absolute Batman, I just it's written by a writer I love. I love Scott Snyder.
Yeah.
I've loved what I've
You know.
read. Also the way Batman moves, like in the art, in the book, is like insane. It's so good.
I really do want it. One of the things when it was first announced, I was like, man, this is gonna suck. I'm not gonna like it. But the more
Yeah.
and more I keep hearing about it, the more I'm like, man, I'm probably gonna actually fucking love this, and I'm gonna hate loving it. So I'm gonna get that. I want to check out like Absolute Superman and Absolute Wonder Woman, but I don't know if those are. I haven't heard shit about either of those.
Yeah.
Absolute Wonder Woman is the best of them, in my opinion.
So I might check those out. I'm waiting for trades though.
Well, because like
I'm not an issue guy,
Absolute
but I
Wonder
might get the
Woman,
issues.
she has a big sword, and
So Batman has an
she
axe
can do
that he pulls out of his chest, dude.
The
One
fuck is
of
that?
Funniest things I ever saw was like a normal Joker when he sees Absolute Batman, and he's like, "Aha, Batman, you finally came!" And oh my god, what the fuck? Is that an axe? Why are you so
I saw that
big?
too. That was really funny.
Yes. So here's the thing: is if people weren't coming out and saying that Absolute Batman was a banger, I probably would have said Absolute Batman because again when it was first announced, hated the design, hated the premise, but it's
Yeah.
out now, and people are loving it, and I really want to read it.
It's peak. It's pretty peak.
Unfortunately, pink.
Unfortunately.
Rose mad about Batman being peak.
That's
I'm mad about the book being good. Damn it, Damn it, Scott. I almost said Zack Snyder. Jesus Christ. If Zack Snyder did Absolute Batman, that shit would have been ass.
Crazy Freudian slip.
Did you say a Floridian slip? What the hell does that mean?
Freudian.
What the fuck
Freudian
does that
slip.
mean, Kobe Bryant? But yeah, worst comic I
Even
read
hate
was
him
probably
now.
All Star Batman and Robin. I was
How far did you
really
get in
close
that?
to I was really close to buying a because it was on sale, like the $100 like absolute version, like the
Right.
definitive version, like hardcover. I decided against it, and instead I bought not bought. I didn't buy any. I downloaded like a digital version, pirated.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie to you, but read through that. Hated every moment of it, and then I also got that issue of Spider-Man where Gwen gets that Green Goblin slobbing.
Brother.
Goblin time. Oh Christ.
Goblin on his nuts.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else for this. So I guess we'll go to our last question of the video. What are some things that you're not looking forward to this year? Like if there's anything just off the bat that you're like, nope, not interested.
Honestly, living pulls out the gun.
Damn, God. Yeah, honestly, I want to kill
Fuck.
myself, Marvel.
Honestly, I want to end it all, guys.
We're gonna do no. We should redo the end of the other one. It's like, what's something you're really looking forward to in 2025? My suicide. My God. I wasn't expecting that. It caught me off guard, dude. That's good. That's good. That's good.
That's a
What's something
highlight
you're not looking
video
forward
for
to?
sure.
Honestly, guys, living. The way you worded it,
Wow.
dude.
Wow.
Hey,
Um,
AJ's first funny moment. We finally got it, dude. I'm trying to
or
think of stuff that I
his
don't care
first
about.
real like out of pocket moment.
Yeah, the first out of
Fuck.
what's something you're not looking forward to? Honestly, dude, living.
Hey, watch. Be watching my 2025 videos so you can see me crash out in real time.
You're gonna seize out like Alter did in the last video.
Wow.
No, no.
um,
I'm looking at 2024 or 2025 games. I'm trying to see if there's anything I'm not looking
honestly,
forward to.
like honestly, most of what I'm not looking forward to is Marvel stuff, like outside of like Daredevil
Yeah,
and
honestly.
Fantastic Four. Like I'm not for like Captain America or Thunderbolts and like I mean I think the games I'm interested in Marvel 1943 and Blade if that ever resurfaces, but like the movies I'm not really like most of the movies I'm not really looking forward to. The shows outside of like Daredevil and maybe Spider-Man, like I don't really have an interest in.
I'm
Like the Marvel Zombies one
gonna
and the
say the
fucking
Henry Danger movie.
Wakanda one, I'm not. Oh my god.
Dude, they're making like a blockbuster on that shit, dude. And it's fucking crazy. But I don't
What
like.
the
I don't
fuck?
know. I don't. Oh, that's it's insanely shitty. Snow White movie's coming out. Okay, that's my answer. The Gal Gadot and other bitch.
Feel bad
Some
for
other
Rich.
some other
Mark
one.
Webb
Oh god.
directing this.
Wait, Mark, hold on.
Mark Webb, what have you done to your career?
Oh,
I'm talking about.
I actually watched. I watched a recent Mark Webb movie last night, and all I got from it was
Oh,
like,
he's directing it.
this guy is not okay.
Yeah, this
He's
is
not
it's like
okay.
the really hardcore feminist Snow White movie. I forgot this was coming out. This is my answer, dude. This movie looks awful. Like it looks genuinely dog shit, dude.
Yeah, they were
Like
actually, uh,
like
they were
this Snow
actually
White
getting
movie I think is
criticized.
genuinely going to be on like genuinely gonna be on like Madam Web vibes, like Madam Web's levels of bad.
Yeah.
They were actually getting heavily criticized for not having real small people. Is what I heard.
Okay, that's the least of my concerns right now.
No, I just thought it was wild since, like,
Well, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they're not.
Imagine getting a controversy because you don't have any midgets. Yes. Is that a slur now? Is midget a slur now?
I just go for small people because I think that's the most general.
He goes for the politically correct. Yeah, this is the movie.
I like to be quick and straight to the point, so midget it is.
Whatever happened to Tony Cox?
I like the
Whatever happened to Tony
dude.
Cox, guys?
This Snow White movie already has a Wikipedia page for its controversies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. The casting of Latina
That's-
actress Rachel Zegler as Snow White drew criticism as the main character is described to be as white as snow. And
Yeah.
yeah, the
Some other things
reimagining
I
of the
wanted to
Seven
mention.
Dwarves, the Seven Dwarfs
Yeah.
stuff. Apparently, they also talked a lot of shit about the original Snow White, and they said all the stuff about it
I
being so
remember
like
that.
politically correct and like feminist and stuff like that. And then some of the stars had some very questionable takes on like the Israel Palestinian whatever the hell.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get into that stuff, but there's already an entire page for the controversy for this film. So either way, I'm not looking forward to it. The movie looks awful.
I don't watch any of those movies.
I live
Just as a rule.
in a house with nieces who like Disney movies. There's a chance that movie's going to be brought up in this household, and when it is, I'm moving out.
You know, tough. What did I ask?
You know, earlier this week, I watched the Little Mermaid remake for the first time.
Oh, really?
And how was it?
You know, it was not actually the worst thing in the world, but it also was not good in the slightest. Was quite bored of it, actually.
All I know is
which was really
Halle
disappointing.
Bailey is a good singer. That's
I know,
all I
dude,
know.
I wasn't
she can
expecting
sing.
I wasn't expecting an answer other than dog shit, but
On it, I was surprised that it didn't suck, to be honest.
yeah.
But like I said, though, it's not good. Like it's painfully mid. To be fair, I'm not the biggest fan of the original. That's my hot take. I'm not the biggest fan of the original Little Mermaid either.
Yeah.
I'm a Lion King guy, dude. The real
Are we talking
peak
about
Disney
like
movies, Fox.
Lion King or live action?
No, we're talking about the original animated ones because I said I wasn't a big fan of the original Little Mermaid.
I was scared for a second.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the original Little Mermaid, but like Lion King is peak, and Fox and the Hound is the best Disney movie. You can fight me.
Emperor's New Groove and Lilo and Stitch, like that's where it's at.
Okay, Fox and the Hound is still peak, but
And Aladdin.
Tarzan, motherfuckers. like,
Tarzan is peak. I really like Princess and the Frog. Like, oh, it's so good.
I do, but I like my women like I like my coffee. So
Reptilian?
I'm so confused.
it was a joke about black people.
Princess and the Frog is the only Disney movie with a black lead.
That was the joke, AJ.
It sounded counterintuitive, so I was confused.
Jesus Christ. I like black women. That was the joke. The joke was that because I'm dating a black girl, that was the joke. We were all part of the joke,
It wasn't clear.
except you.
I got it. I got
I,
it.
I
He got it.
wasn't clear.
I
I don't know.
Pixar's still more peak though. Cars is the greatest movie ever released ever. Period.
Was
Ever.
was
Fucking
Fucking Cars
Christ.
is god tier. If
Wally's
if
peak.
there's a ranking for Pixar movies, there's the S tier, and then above that's Cars.
Wow. I'm sorry, Wally's better than Cars.
We need to debate this in its own
Okay,
video.
so
I think that's what's going to be the
objectively,
next Speaking Nerd episode, is just us talking about fucking Disney and Pixar movies, because there is a debate to be made here.
Dude,
and why you're all
a
wrong.
Pixar tier list is gonna that might be a fist fight. You're gonna say The Incredibles, aren't you? You son of a bitch. You're gonna say The Incredibles. I know you, Marvel. You're gonna say The Incredibles. You think The Incredibles is the best Pixar movie, don't you? I'm not saying it's not
right
valid.
up
It's
there.
valid.
It's right
So
up
what's
there
your favorite?
for sure.
What's your favorite? Are we saving it for the episode, or are we?
Oh no, I'll save it for later.
Ultra's getting stressed.
Dude, I'm about to get pressed. Hold on.
Fuck it.
Y'all
Next
talking
episode.
about Cars.
Fuck it. Next episode. That's what we're doing. We already called it.
Fucking stop recording now. We're doing the next one right now.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just get to the end of the video. But yeah, that's gonna be it for our best and worst of 2024. Well, I mean, there's some stuff that's we're looking forward to, and some other stuff that we're not. But anyway, plugs. Anybody want to plug anything, or no? Who cares?
All I'm gonna say is,
Yeah.
I got the
Get a
It's a
list.
Wonderful Life video coming up. I got the Mask the Phantasm video coming up, and I got a Spawn video coming up. Let me cook, I guess.
I'll keep it short.
Okay.
I got new music in the works. Announcement coming soon for that. Got a Batman video in the works. AJ's editing it. Be up on the Alter channel. Also on the Alter channel, you can catch new shorts every couple of days, and a live stream every Tuesday. We're streaming the TMNT Cowabunga collection right now, and it's a blast come through. And that's all I got going on.
Nice. All right, for me, we got Teen Titans, we got Spider-Man,
Oh,
Wolverine PS2,
God.
fucking Spawn, whole bunch of shit we're doing this year.
PUBG 3D.
Super Mario Bros. 2.
Mac retrospective.
I can't wait till you get around to a Bubsy retrospective.
Hell, I'm not going round shit. I'm going square.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you guys for the next podcast episode, which will probably be the Disney Pixar debate. And until then, have a great night. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and take care of yourselves.